Hey guys, and assalamu alaikum to my Muslim viewers. So today's video is going to be about what everyone is talking about right now, which is coronavirus, the COVID-19. Yeah, I think after what happened in Italy, a lot of countries started to take action and basically take it seriously. But the situation in Japan, I'm living here and I get messages from a lot of my friends saying, oh, like, you're safe in Japan. They must be doing something really good because, yeah, their numbers are very low. But actually that's not really the case. I feel like at first the numbers were low because they were not testing people. Like they were not testing people just to curb the numbers of people so that the Olympics would go on. And if anyone would complain about the symptoms or anything, I think they would just like tell them that we don't have any vaccines, so there's nothing we could do about it. So they weren't testing people for the longest time, which is not great because a lot of people now have it and they don't know the source of it, like how do they get it and stuff. So yeah, the one good thing they did was that they shut down schools at the end of February. And guys, I start school tomorrow and I'm just so nervous. I honestly, I think it's such a bad idea. Like, God forbid, even if one person gets it, it's gonna be a wildfire. And alhamdulillah, I'm healthy and I know it's affected healthy people too, but like, I'm trying to help myself feel better. And you know, like, they're kids. I teach at elementary school and like these 5-year-olds, these 6-year-olds, they don't know how to wash their hands properly. I've seen some of the staff people going to the bathroom, come out and not even wash their hands. True story. So like, what would you expect from a child, really? Yeah, they're starting schools tomorrow and I'm scared. I'm really scared. So yeah, Japan, they closed down schools at the end of February and now it's April. A lot of people in Japan are just out and about. I went out on Saturday. It's quite, like, I wouldn't say countryside, but it's a mix of both countryside and city. So yeah, I was shocked to see so many people in my town. They were tourists, Japanese tourists, so it was quite shocking. I didn't expect people to be out, but I literally left within like 15-20 minutes. I just did not feel comfortable being there. And yeah, social distancing is not a thing in Japan. They're not accustomed to something like that, and that's why they're having such a hard time dealing with this situation and how to handle it better, just because they're such workaholics. I work for the JET program and my fellow JETs who are watching, I'm sure you know what I mean. We sit in the office and have nothing to do, but we are essential, so we gotta go to work. I don't think there's such a thing as work from home in Japan, so yeah, I'm curious, are any of you guys working from home? Because yeah, in my office there's like over 40 people with us 10 foreigners, and because in Japan schools end in March and they start in April, the teachers get switched around. So Hiroshima isn't doing that well, actually. There's like about 16 cases and like they don't know where these people got the virus from. So can you imagine? They don't know the source. So they're out there, guys. These people with the virus, they're out there and I'm so scared. Inshallah, we'll see how it all goes. Yeah, I'm gonna just try to be as careful as I can be, but honestly, like, I just think it's such a terrible idea. Regarding supermarkets, oh my god, like, I go in and there's just insane amount of people in the supermarkets. Japanese people aren't really taking this seriously, which is really frustrating because my country, Canada, they're on a lockdown and they're so strict about people entering the supermarkets, the parks and all that stuff. But in Japan, it's just, they can only tell you to keep your distance, but it's up to the people now whether they follow through it or not. So yeah, it's quite frustrating, and I'm just honestly like really worried about what the next few weeks are gonna be like, because once schools start and even if one person gets it, it's just gonna be a wildfire. It's crazy, and I think a lot of foreigners in Japan are struggling with this because they're not getting a lot of support. Even me working for the JET program, they sent out an email and they said that we can only advise you guys to keep your distance, wash your hands, and gargle. Why gargle? I don't understand. Like, do you guys know why they sent that email? My fellow Jets who are watching this, like, I really don't get it. I don't know how that's supposed to help with like the coronavirus. And Abe Shinzo is saying, the Prime Minister of Japan is saying that don't go out at night, don't go out on the weekends. But what about the rest of the days? What about those people who are commuting to work every day? And those people who are working on the weekends, they can't stay indoors. Honestly, it doesn't make sense. I really don't know what's Japan gonna be like in the next few weeks, and I'm really not looking forward to it. I'm crossing my fingers and hoping that things will be better. They keep saying that they have it under control, but I don't think they don't have anything under control. One story that I'd like to share with you is one of my friend. This is before they postponed the Tokyo Olympics. She had just came back from Malaysia and she was having like the coronavirus symptoms, and she called the hospital up and all that stuff, people who are in charge of this, and they were just like, we don't have a vaccine for it, so just deal with it. Like, I mean, why would you give that response? And on the weekends they're closed. You can call them up and they're just not there. You can only call them during a certain time period during the weekday, which is crazy because this is a pandemic. Hello, like, you should be taking this seriously. So yeah, it's just been really frustrating, and at one point I was just getting really depressed with all the news, and I'm not with my family or my loved ones, and it's just the whole thing about Japan not taking this seriously is really, really stressing me out. The fact that schools are starting is even more stressful. But yeah, I guess I'll just keep you guys updated with how that's gonna be. But my friends who are working for the JET program, let me know how you guys are doing and if you guys are going to school. Like, I just feel like masks, they can only do so much. I don't know if they're gonna protect us completely, and you got to keep reminding like these 5-year-olds, 6-year-olds to wash their hands. And yeah, no, it's just, any person who thinks about it logically would know that starting schools is not a good idea at all. The Prime Minister of Japan just declared a state of emergency, and it's only for 6 or 7 prefectures of Japan. But what about the rest of Japan? It's such a small country, and even then you just chose 7 prefectures. They're gonna regret it, honestly. But yeah, that's all I really have to say about the coronavirus situation in Japan. Those of you living in Japan, how are you dealing with this? Because I'm totally freaking out. And these sirens every time. I'm really trying to stay positive. A couple of my friends broke the contract and they're out of the country. They just left Japan. They're not going to take care of us, and if they don't care about our health and well-being, then I'm out. And they left, and I've had thoughts about doing that, but I love my supervisors. I love my location, and I feel like they're treating me well. It's at the end of the day, it's not really in their control whether I work from home or not. It's really like the higher up people that make the decisions, so I'm quite understanding of that. But yeah, I really hope that they do something about this and they take it seriously. But yeah, that's all I really have to say. Thank you for watching this video. Do leave in the comment section what you've been doing to try and stay sane in Japan. I really hope that this comes to an end and we take this time to appreciate all that we've been blessed with, our free time, our health, and being able to go out at any time, and being in close touch with our friends and family and loved ones, going to school, going to work, not having to worry about like catching a virus or whatnot. Yeah, I think it's really a time to reflect and be grateful for all that we've been blessed with. I'm sending lots of love and prayers to you all, that you stay safe and healthy. Do try to keep in touch with your loved ones. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll keep you guys updated with how my situation in school goes. But yeah, thank you so much. Assalamualaikum.